You woke up this morning, brushed your teeth, and went about your day without a second thought. Your ancient ancestors had a morning routine too. It looked nothing like yours. For most of human history, the things people did every single day would stop you cold if you saw them. Not because ancient humans were foolish, but because they were solving the exact same problems you face today, with completely different tools, completely different knowledge, and a world so unlike yours that their solutions look, from the outside, utterly bizarre. And the strangest part? Some of what they did every day, you still do. You just do not recognize it anymore. 3 entries. 1 ancient world. Let's go. Number 3. They slept in 2 separate chunks every night. This one will feel personal. For most of human history, nobody slept for 8 straight hours. They slept for 4, woke in the middle of the night for an hour or 2, and then slept again until dawn. Historian Roger E. Kirch at Virginia Tech spent 16 years combing through historical diaries, court records, and medical texts, and found hundreds of references to this pattern. People called it first sleep and second sleep. What did they do during the waking hour? They talked. They prayed. They visited neighbors. Medieval doctors actually recommended the middle-of-the-night window as the best time to conceive a child because both partners were fully relaxed. The single 8-hour block is not natural. It is industrial. It emerged in the 19th century when artificial lighting and factory schedules forced a new rhythm onto human bodies. The anxiety you feel about waking at 3 a.m., lying there, convinced something is wrong, is your ancient wiring doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your body is waiting for second sleep. Nothing is wrong. Number 2. They talked to their dead. Not metaphorically, literally. Across nearly every ancient culture ever studied, the dead were not immediately separated from the living. In ancient Rome, ancestors called lares were kept in small shrines inside the home and consulted daily. Food and wine were left for them. Their advice was sought before important decisions. Some cultures kept deceased relatives in the home for months, treating them as sleeping rather than gone,
We all still love you
feeding
so
them,
very much.
speaking to them,
Thank you so much.
including them in family events. Archaeologist Colin Renfrew has argued that ancestor veneration is one of the oldest and most universal human behaviors, appearing independently on every continent. The dead were simply still part of the social group. Grief was not a phase to be finished. It was a permanent relationship to be maintained. Before you feel too distant from this, consider: you speak to people who have died, at a grave, or in your head, or in a quiet room. The impulse is not strange. It is ancient. You inherited it from people who made it a daily practice. Number 1. They looked after people who could not look after themselves. In 2020, researchers studying a burial site in Iraq called Shanidar Cave found the remains of a Neanderthal who had lived between 75 and 45,000 years ago. This individual had a severely withered right arm, was deaf in both ears, had fused vertebrae causing constant pain, and was partially blind. And yet they had survived to between 40 and 50 years of age. In a world where physical strength was the primary currency of survival, this person had lived a full life. The only explanation is that others had kept them alive. Others had fed them, protected them, carried them, every single day. This is the strangest thing ancient humans did. In a world built on physical competition, fighting for survival against predators and starvation, they organized themselves around the survival of someone who could not contribute in the ways survival usually required. The surgery they performed was not on the skull or the body. It was on the social contract. They decided every single day that everyone stayed. Every hospital, Every act of caring for someone who cannot care for themselves is a direct continuation of what those people were already doing 75,000 years ago in a cave in Iraq. The strangest thing ancient humans did every day is also the most human thing they ever did. And they passed it down to you.